Hi, my name is Gordon Linzner, and I'm proud to be a part of this. It's about 12 pages long. No, I'm sorry. No, it's basically about the older vampires mentoring a new one. And the best time to do this would be Christmas Eve, because this is when you can go to a doorway and people will invite you in. And of course, since the person he's mentoring is a little arrogant about it, things don't go as well as they should. As far as I'm going to go without spoiling anything. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think at one point I was aiming for a Christmas anthology, and that didn't work out so well. I just played around with it a bit. I think mostly it was the concept of, you have to be invited in by a vampire. What's the best time to do it? What's the best time that people are going to just say, yeah, come on in, everybody. I mean, this was one of those stories that once I had the concept, it sort of like formed itself in my brain. So actually getting it on paper, maybe just a few hours, and then what I have to do is like let it sit and bake for a while, and then go back and clean it up and everything. But I would say I was lucky that this is one of my faster ones to get through, because once I had the concept, it just flowed. Well, since I've been also going through my files for stuff to sell as reprints, I can say where some of it's a little clunky, some of it could be settled down a bit. I have to say the most valuable thing I got out of actually starting my own magazine as well and editing other people's work was to see what I was doing wrong and make the corrections. I think on the whole, the basics haven't changed that much, but the style has gotten, depending on the story, a little sleeker, a little more complex, characters a little more developed. Well, I suppose it's better than dying completely. But, yeah, I mean, vampires seem like kind of nasty people off the top of my head. So now this particular vampire, I say, if you're a discreet vampire, you go out, just take a little blood here, little blood there. I can see where that's an acceptable lifestyle. It's dealing with the greedy ones that's tough. Well, originally I started out doing a lot of sword and sorcery, and then the market kind of disappeared from that. I do enjoy horror. I enjoy urban fantasy. I like mixing it up. I can't tell you which is which. I do prefer a more subtle horror to blood and guts slasher type of stuff. Off the top of my head, no. Possibly my wife. I think I proposed to her on Christmas Eve, so I'm going with that. A personal funny Christmas moment, I can't off the top of my head, but I think almost anything written by Gene Shepard. If anybody has seen A Christmas Story, that's my favorite Christmas movie, and that's just full of takes on Christmas. Well, I did have a daughter. I always liked it when somebody does something that's really good, that just fits them perfectly. There are just so many names, it's hard to say. I wish I could, but then you'd have to go for another 10 minutes. So many people from my magazine have helped my career, that I've helped their career. It's just no end.